Hello, fellow graduates, distinguished faculty, and esteemed guests. It is an honor to speak with you today. My name is Catey Vera, and I am beyond grateful to be the class of 2023's University Medalist. What an impactful 4 years we've had. Think back with me to fall 2019, when we were first settling into our dorm rooms and becoming acquainted with our new campus. We felt excited, nervous, joyful, and quite a bit overwhelmed. In an attempt to fit into our new identities as Berkeley students, we sought out to learn as much Berkeley lore as possible. In a matter of weeks, we were proudly scurrying around the university seals embedded in the pavement, blasting through hordes of flyering students on Sproul, and trying to find that darned room in Dwinelle. But just when we'd found our footing, our world was upended and new fears emerged. We scattered across the globe and struggled to zoom into our classes amid not just a global pandemic, but also wildfires, power outages, an orange sky, a turbulent political climate, and a national racial reckoning. As the COVID era dragged on, we spent our days muted behind computer screens, mechanically typing into those chat boxes, and mastering the art of sharing our screen. Although that screen sharing still seems to be a highly complicated task for some of our beloved professors. More than any other class, the class of 2023 has borne the full brunt of the pandemic during our college years. In the face of this ordeal, we maintained a vibrant sense of camaraderie through our shared Berkeley spirit. We recreated our campus in the virtual world. We were forced to adapt, to innovate, and to advocate for ourselves and others. Crucially, we had to be resilient. Resilience is the ability to adapt in the face of adversity. It is the quality that helps us bounce back from our setbacks, learn from our experiences, ask for help and receive it from others, and grow stronger as individuals. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about resilience. As your peer, I don't feel qualified to engage in that time-honored commencement tradition of giving advice or sharing words of wisdom. So instead, I will simply offer a few reflections from my own personal experience, to the extent that they might resonate with you. I wouldn't be here today without the help I received from so many people along the way. From a young age, I was an aspiring professional ballet dancer and had never even conceived of going to college. By age 14, I had left home to train full-time at a ballet conservatory. But just when the grueling years of training were beginning to pay off, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. The disease was painful, as was the loss of the dream I had worked all of my life to achieve. I felt lost. But I mustered up the courage to reach out to my community for help, and they flooded me with support. In time, the scars, both physical and emotional, began to heal. Ultimately, I sought out a new and previously unimaginable path. I applied to college, and I am so grateful that Berkeley took a chance on me. At Berkeley, I found a beautiful, vibrant, and at times daunting world that ignited my intellectual curiosity, introduced me to brilliant professors and lifelong friends, and fostered my love of learning. But before long, my life ran headlong into another adversity. My dad was diagnosed with ALS. The illness I had once known distantly as Stephen Hawking's disease became my everyday reality. For months on end, I watched helplessly as the disease paralyzed his body, then stole his ability to speak, and then to breathe. He died just before classes were to resume in person. It pains me greatly that he is not alive to see all of us graduate today, but I know that he would have been so proud of the people we have become. After these two tragedies, I felt all the more grateful to be back on the Berkeley campus, where I could once again explore life's biggest questions. My cognitive science classes helped me understand the neurological mechanisms underlying these diseases. My philosophy and humanities classes helped me unpack the meaning of life and death. And my human rights coursework exposed me to today's biggest problems: human suffering, present-day atrocities, and war crimes. This coursework felt so impactful, and I was hooked. I fell in love with my research at the Human Rights Center, where, under the phenomenal leadership of Dr. Alexa Koenig, my path in life was re-choreographed once more. Now, looking back, I realize that learning about the suffering of others gives us clarity about the adversity we may have encountered in our own lives. I suspect that many of us have encountered grief in the last 4 years, whether it be the loss of a loved one, or of a relationship, or a friendship. The fact that we are still here today and graduating from one of the world's best universities, no less, proves that we have all within us the strength and resilience we need to carry on. Berkeley has enabled us to learn so much about our world, whether we chose to study it through science, politics, technology, or literature. Berkeley graduates are resourceful, dedicated, and empathetic with our fellow human beings, even though our lives may be worlds apart. Berkeley certainly didn't give us all of the answers, but it has inspired in us a lifelong love of learning, and this will serve us well. As Berkeley graduates, we have the tools and the education to be agents of change in the world. The challenges confronting our generation are immense. As we move forward to meet them, let's do so with a sense of urgency, empathy, and most of all, resilience, so that we may continue to persevere in the face of challenges ahead. Congratulations, graduates of the class of 2023. We've made it, and go Bears! Thank you.